Testing, testing, testing. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hey there, besties. Good Monday morning. Try to get in a show before I have to go to work. Y'all better make sure you go to work, all right? Shout out to all of y'all. I see you. I appreciate you. Please make sure you hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you are new. We'll be back this evening. I'm gonna do 6. I'm gonna do 6, 5 or 6. I'm not sure what show I'm going to do yet. I'm a little bit conflicted because I'm sick of Tony Gaskins, but he won't shut up. But then there's Kendra G talking to what is his name? Cam Newton. And then there's Ma'am Danby, which is starting to be an issue, which we already knew. Congratulations, New York, you played yourselves. I did do a video. I don't know if it came out or not. It may have been members only. I forget what the hell I was doing. But if not, if you haven't seen it, then check that out. There'll be a video dropping at 8 a.m. EST. There's a lot going on, yeah. It's a lot going on. Okay, you're just gonna have a busy week. I took off yesterday, kinda, because I was just tired. And that's it. So back to it. Did you see this thing with Isaiah Factor, whatever it's Isaiah Factor Uncensored Chow? Are Black women the most disrespected? Black women, the most disrespected. I tell you, if it ain't one damn thing, it's something else. So this is interesting. I've seen a few people react to it, and I'm like, this will be good first thing in the morning. I hope we'll be able to get through it. Oh my goodness gracious, we shall see. But let me get to it, because I still have to take a shower and then carry my ass to work, and only have one screen, so my screen is acting up. If it ain't one damn thing, it's something the entire heck else, right? Dallas, Texas, not Texas. Shout out to Reaper. I think it's too early in the morning for him. But so yeah, this is a segment from the Isaiah Factor. I don't know how old this is, but not too old. And I'm just going to skip, because it's this whole show. So I'm going to skip to the part where they're talking to these ladies, to the ladies. Hey, ladies. There's like a white woman, a Spanish woman, and 3 Black women, I believe. And Isaiah is asking them the question about being the most disrespected. And I'm pretty sure y'all know how it's about to go. But we about to see. So make sure you hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you are new. Share the GD video. Make sure you hype it up. Let's hear what's going on, child.
Civility in America now. Black women? This comes as we're being bombarded by more and more videos on social media of them in street fights and brawls on reality shows. In the last week alone, Black women have been blamed for the chaos at Daytona Beach's spring break. Law enforcement even calling one out by name, demanding $1 million in restitution for the damages in that city.
Here is number 1 offender, Aliyah Brooks. She got a certified letter.
Child, now listen, we've already looked at this, right? But everybody will be like, oh my God, this is not Black women's fault. It's the racism. This biatch put out a freaking flyer telling everybody to get here. So everybody that don't know, because we know, because we've already covered it, that she put out a damn flyer. So people just think that they could just go out here and have parties and invite millions or thousands of people without letting the locals know, without getting permits, without getting the security that you need. Like, what are we doing right now? I guess everybody just thinks that they could just do whatever they want without consequence. You can't do whatever it is that you want. I mean, you can, but then you get the opportunity to get what comes along afterwards. So since Black women know so much about business, I'm talking about you biatches, and I'm Black too, but I would never do no shit like this because I know better. And God forbid if something happened to those people, they could come right back and sue your ass. And I promise you, she didn't have any insurance for this shit, right? So we saw them scattering around, all these different things going on for spring break down in Daytona Beach. It was a gathering that this person right here put together. It's right on the daggone flyer with her damn information, right? But now all of a sudden, like, oh my God, how could anybody say it's her fault? Because that bitch put the shit out. She put the shit out. She should be held accountable. Like I said, no respect for the way shit works. Don't want to, everybody got this business acumen and ain't got shit. Child, every time y'all open your mouths, you can, for those that know, can tell that you don't know shit. You just out here saying shit and think that you just won't be held accountable because all you got to do is say, I'm a black woman, and that just absolves you. Fuck that. People is tired of that shit. People are tired of that shit. It don't make no sense. You can't just say because you black. No, you fucked up. So admit what the fuck it is that you do, accept the consequences, and look into shit before you go out there and do it. Just because it's the internet and you can put something out that says meet 55 million people here, don't mean that you're absolved with what happens after 55 million people show up. Child, please.
Basically saying that it's come to our attention that you're advertising, promoting, or sponsoring, or organizing, or
like this doesn't exist. And it's two different, child, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That's 5 fucking days. 10 days total. That's 10 days total, but you want to act like you didn't do nothing wrong? The Miami takeover, spring break? Child, do you think that's what, shout out to Generation X, when MTV used to go down to Florida for spring break, do you think they got permits? Does anybody think that they covered off with the people down in Florida before they went down there? Or did they just put out a flyer and say, yeah, just show up. It's all right, child. It's all right, child. Child, please. Gracious greatness. Thank you, boo. She said, hey, Messy, shout out to you and big love from a dude. Oh, sir, my bad. From a dude across the pond. Thank you, boo. I apologize. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you. Shout out to all of y'all. Please hit the like button for me, subscribe if you are new. But you can get absolved just because you can just say, we were the most disrespected. Stop being disrespectful. And maybe you won't be disrespected. Follow the rules instead of saying, but white people do it too. That's not an excuse.
raging via social media at Daytona Beach takeover.
That even some black men blaming black women for the new dress code at the Houston.
And y'all know damn well y'all are not supposed to do this, Sassy Streets. How dare ya? Now, we also covered off on what happened in Houston for spring break, right? So was it men out there? I know damn well the heat is not on. I know you effing lying. So was it black men out there half dressed like whores, or was it black women? Which one was it? I forget. Oh, no, I don't. It's y'all again. So you want to freely be out here looking like, if it looked like a duck, if it walked like a duck, it must be a duck. Now, do I think all of them look bad? You know, I don't think they all look bad. But at the same time, just because you can, should you? Just because you can, should you? Or just whatever you want to do and everybody's supposed to accept it. But as soon as you want to say something, everybody's supposed to shut the fuck up. Child, shut the fuck up.
Take over.
That even some black men blaming black women for the new dress code at the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo.
Embarrassed us so bad for the Houston Rodeo that like this have to be talked about. And we've been telling y'all this. We've been telling y'all that black American women, FBA women, have their ass out everywhere you go.
And then there's this guy who describes black women this way on social media.
What's your least favorite race to date?
I want to say black girls. Like, black girls have great personalities, but they're like apishly aggressive, you know? Apishly like manly sometimes, you know, the way they act. You feel me?
No, I don't.
Some say no matter how educated or successful, some black women have been constantly vilified, like politicians Jasmine Crockett and Kamala Harris. Hence, the question remains, are black women being vilified in America now?
And of course, we have a panel of guests here.
Child, is Isaiah taking Ozempic or something? He look very skinny. Maybe it's just me.
Women, important women. Let's well, yeah, you black too. So let's get to it, Yolanda. Is this over-exaggeration? Is this a fair assessment? Unfair? Your thoughts about what we're seeing on social media bombarding us?
So first of all, it's not new. Black women are always the boogeyman, like always. We're angry, we're aggressive. These are all things they say about us. And so...
I say it too. I'm gonna go ahead and I'll cop to it. She already coming out here like she got attitude. Hello, where do we get these things from, yeah? Do we just get them out of I just pull this shit out of my ass? I'ma tell you. You're not gonna tell me. I'ma tell you. You heard what I said? Because I'ma tell you. You're not gonna tell me. I'ma tell you.
I don't know why people are paying attention to it now. It was not true then, it's not true now. And if I am angry, considering black women are the #1 target of everybody, then I'm justifiably angry.
The #1 target of everybody. The #1 target of everybody. Okay, child. I'm the center of the universe. I am the center of the universe. Is that narcissism, child?
If I am angry, so I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna own it. So again, this is not new, it's old, but you know what? I've been black all my life, I'm gonna die black, and the one thing I know black women will do is we will survive and we will thrive. And y'all can just keep hating, because for whatever reason, your name always on our lips. And so we must be doing something, because you want our lips, you want our backsides, you want it all.
Listen, heifer, see, this is the exact problem right here. You think you are more than what you actually are. You elevate yourselves like you are somebody in something. That's the fucking problem right there, child. Because there's nothing this woman has that I want. Now, you know, I know I'm already black. I'm already a woman, like a real woman. Lest we not forget that, okay? But child, the fact that you out here saying this shit, especially with you having blonde hair. So why do you have blonde hair, Bueller? Jamel, why do you got blonde hair? This woman dyed her hair. Jamel puts blonde hair in her hair. Y'all make your hair straight as fuck. So where does that come from? You're not supposed to say anything. Y'all, shh. Secrets. Shh. It's a secret. You're not supposed to say anything. Child, we see the shit. We not stupid. Well, some are, but not us. Shout out to the chat. Hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you are new. Viewer discretion is why we are here. Good morning, y'all.
On our color, you roasting yourself, you're looking old before your time, because you want everything black. You want to culturally.
So basically she's insulting white people right now, okay? Because that's allowed. So black women are allowed to insult everyone else. Then as soon as someone says something about them, oh my God, that's a racist. That's Jim Crow 2.0. That's the white supremacy we be talking about. But child, you can talk about anybody you want, right? And everybody's supposed to just accept it due to slavery and oppression and black women. Child, just saying shit. Child, just out here saying shit. Goodbye.
And so we must be doing something, because you want our lips, you want our backsides, you want it all. You want our color, you roasting yourself, you're looking old.
And she wants something from white people, meaning their blonde hair. Usually hair that's straight like white people, but forget all that, y'all. Forget all that.
Before your time, because you want everything black. You want to culturally appropriate.
All right, Angela, let's hear from you.
Culturally appropriate while culturally appropriating. Got it, girl.
Your thoughts about this?
So here's my thoughts about this.
So she got hair in her hair, y'all. All right, let's not get it twisted, right? She has add-ins. She definitely has pieces in her hair. Her hair look a mess too. All right, I ain't gonna hold y'all. A hot effing mess. Did she look at herself when she came out here? Now listen, white people, you get mad all you want to. Y'all do be looking older enough of the time, sooner than most black women. I'm gonna say most, okay? That's because y'all be spending your time in the sun and shit, and under sunbeds and tanning beds and shit like that, right? Child, stop that shit, all right? Then you be putting all the shit in your face because then you think you want to look like Kim Kardashian. She got enough money to change that shit up. Y'all don't. So you should stop. But do you? Because I don't give a damn. I'm just saying. Jess Bell, thank you, hun. Child, I cannot see. She said, for the life coach fund, shout out to you. I am a life coach. Child, if all the rest of these people can, if Cheyenne Bryan can be one, so the fuck can, if Cheyenne Bryan can be a doctor, so can I. That's why I'm a doctor, a lawyer, and a life coach. What else can I add on there?
I think the reason we're seeing more and more of these incidents is because people have cell phones.
Now, what is going on with your face, child? What is going on with your eye? Yeah, you a mess.
I think the reason we're seeing more and more of these incidents is because people have cell phones, people have social medias. I don't think it's necessarily something that's new. I think it's been a problem. It's gotten more and more aggressive. And this is about individual behavior. This is about people who do not take responsibility for the way they act, look, behave. I can remember being a teacher in an inner city school, and I'd have one or two mothers 2 or 3 times a week, sometimes every day, coming in 30 minutes late with their bonnets and their pajamas and their footies.
Oh, no. Oh, no. No, she didn't say the blacks came in there with bonnets on. Now, you know that's a lie. Y'all know that's a lie. This white woman is up here lying. Now, they knew that they put this woman on the panel and this other white woman on the panel. Or BIPOC, child. Just call the whole thing BIPOC, right? So they knew that this is what it was going to be. So you think that you would get yourself together? Do you think that you would get yourself together? How dare this white woman talk about black people, even though the damn show is titled, Are Black Women the Most Disrespected? Blame Isaiah for this. I blame Isaiah. This is Isaiah's fault.
About people who do not take responsibility for the way they act, look, behave. I can remember being a teacher in an inner city school, and I'd have one or two mothers 2 or 3 times a week, sometimes every day, coming in 30 minutes late with their bonnets and their pajamas and their footies, bringing their kid in, stopping my class 30 minutes late every day, and then copping attitude with me when I would say, you need to bring your child on time. We have a situation where
white woman, how dare you tell a black woman with a bonnet on that she needs to be on time for school with her kid? That's racist. I don't know who in the total hell you think you are, being the teacher of a whole ass class, trying to teach the whole ass class and being interrupted 30 minutes in and then getting an attitude, and you're gonna have the nerve and the audacity to bring that up? That's racist.
In the black community, unfortunately, there is a lack of father and parental strong figures in the home. And so you're seeing a lot of behavior because of...
Oh, no. Did she say something about you sassy straights? Hold on.
Class 30 minutes late every day, and then copping attitude with me when I would say, you need to bring your child on time. We have a situation where in the black community, unfortunately, there is a lack of father and parental strong figures in the home. And so you're seeing a lot of behavior because of that outcrop of that. And instead of like blaming whitey or blaming slavery or whatever the things that are going to be blamed on this panel, I'm 100% sure, instead of blaming...
You see their facial expressions, they already getting riled up because the white woman had the nerve to say something about, well, this is good for you sassy straights though. Yeah, it's Anton's fault. This is good for you sassy straights because these black women supporting y'all. They don't appreciate this white woman talking about y'all. Now, mind you, any other time they'll be like, those men don't stay, they're no good, they not in the home, they don't take care of their kids, they run away, they creating all these single mother family homes, it's not our fault. But when the white person says it, how dare you talk about our men, how dare you talk about black people? So now I guess all of a sudden, because it's a white woman that says it, it's not true on what they already been saying. Now, the woman did say specific people. She did like not call them out, but she didn't say as a whole. She just said individuals. So we're just going to act like we don't watch these videos posted by, enough of the time, the damn blogs. You know, those not FBA, those tether blogs. Shout out to the tethers. The ABCD blogs that blacks get all their information from, most of their information from, political and otherwise, even though they're all Democratic leaning. But whatever you want, child, whatever y'all say, okay? That's who y'all be listening to. They be putting up the most disparaging shit ever. But all of a sudden, as soon as we put something up, it's a problem. And y'all got something to say, but you still continue to follow them same damn blogs that are leading you right down the path of make sure you vote for a fucking Democrat because they gonna help you, ain't helped you, ain't gonna help you, and you won't help your damn self. Yeah, welcome to Monday, y'all. Welcome to Monday. Good morning.
There is a lack of father and parental strong figures in the home. And so you're seeing a lot of behavior because of that outcrop of that. And instead of like blaming whitey or blaming slavery or whatever the things that are going to be blamed on this panel, I'm 100% sure, instead of blaming whitey, why not take a look at the behavior that's going on with some members of the black community and have a come to Jesus with them about it?
Bonke, your thoughts about this?
Well, I've been a teacher at...
Wait, her name is Bonke? Hold on. What is your name?
The black community and have a come to Jesus with them about it.
Bonke, your thoughts about this?
Child, let me add it to the list. Hold on. Where my list at? No, her name is not Bon K. Lord help your people. I wonder how you spell it. We'll just phonetically spell it. Bon K. Bon K. Hold on. Bon K. I'll go over the list later today. I ain't got a lot of time.
Well, I've been a teacher at both inner city and suburban schools. In the inner city, we were never scared of school shootings, right? So when we're talking about different groups.
So the show is titled, Are Black Women the Most Disrespected? So now let's start bringing up school shootings. We already know that most school shootings are done by white people, specifically white males. I don't see many white people. Actually, I've seen very few white people come through and say, that's not true. How dare you say that? Oh my God. Because you can see that that's what it is. That's what it is. I don't care if they ABCD, trans ABCD. It's usually a white fucking male. But let's go ahead and bring that up, even though the show is about disrespected. It's about Black women basically being disrespected. And let's just prove that you are disrespectful by bringing up some shit that ain't got nothing to do with nothing here. But you want to get back at her because you didn't like what it is that she said. But then y'all will be over here in some other chat talking about how Black men ain't here, Black men don't do shit, Black men ain't nothing, Black men ain't fathers, Black men lead their families. Real quick. So rules for thee, but not for me.
Groups being vilified. If we're looking at the history
about it.
Bon K, your thoughts about this?
Well, I've been a teacher at both inner city and suburban schools. In the inner city, we were never scared of school shootings, right? So when we're talking about different groups being vilified, if we're looking at the history of America and who has done the most violent crimes, it's your people. In regards to
So I'm gonna tell you, I'm not gonna stick to this subject because I'm offended and I don't want to acknowledge the truth that is the truth, but because you said it, I don't want to acknowledge it, even though I should be smart enough. So I'm pretty sure I'm the most educated, but I don't want to acknowledge that. Just like Coffee Shop said, there are more shootings on the streets than in schools. So who's doing them on the streets? My bad. Crime is down. My bad. Coffee Shop, you starting. Crime is down. All right. Maybe I'll do that this afternoon. Crime is down. And show and prove how down crime is.
Yeah, black women are viewed.
I'm going to continue speaking, but I'm going to make sure that you're not intimidated right now, are you? I want to make sure you're comfortable because as a Black woman, that's what we have to do in order to have a platform, right? In order to be able to speak uninterrupted, you have to make sure that you make somebody else feel comfortable. So outside of what we're seeing on social media, we know that 600,000 Black women have been laid off, have been pushed out of the workforce. When we continue to be the most.
Now let's bring it up. We've been pushed out of the workforce. You're welcome to get another job. Like, what is the problem? What are we talking about? You're the most educated and you're the smartest. Why can't y'all get a job, Bueller? Oh, it's the racists. It's Donald Trump's fault. How dare it's because of DE&I. That's why we can't work.
Because Trump bad. Trump bad.
Again!
Because Trump bad. Trump bad.
Going, you're being a racist! Racist!
Well, Messi, you're being a white supremacist talking white supremacist talking points. You're holding up white supremacist talking points. Call it what you want. Yeah, the Black community don't accept and take accountability for shit. So instead of going ahead and just talking of the conversation, she has to project back to the white woman because the white woman says the same shit that you bitches say all the damn time. But because she's white and she says it, now all of a sudden y'all got a problem. Y'all know damn well we see these biatches and they fucking bonnets, they slippers and they damn pajamas that the damn airlines are now saying that you got to have some sort of a dress code. The damn cruise ships are saying the same thing. So we're just going to act like that they're talking about everybody else, right? While y'all want to say Carnival is the ghetto of the seas, that's where y'all be at. I don't see y'all on Oasis of the Seas. I don't see y'all on Utopia of the Seas acting like that. But you want to think that you can come over here because it's cheaper. Let's not get it twisted. Carnival is definitely cheaper. So that's where you can go have your 2 to 3 day weekend cruises. And now that you got your damn taxes back, y'all down there in Houston, half damn naked looking crazy. And you down there in damn Daytona listening to a fucking flyer and then out there running around. Child, it was just some SHOOTing that I was seeing last night in... It might be the ATL, where they was having some sort of gathering that y'all clearly must have regularly. What happens? 2 people SHOT'd, 1 deceased, if I'm not mistaken, at last I saw it, and probably more. But I'm sure that's white people's fault, right? Why is it that Black people can't get together in a situation like that, or one even at Daytona Beach, even though it wasn't sanctioned, and just that be it? Did I say every time? I'm going to need people to listen. Did I say every time? Enough of the time, I wouldn't go. Child, I wouldn't go. Hell no. I don't trust y'all. I don't trust y'all for shit. Child.
Educated group of people in this country. And if we're looking at this panel, that's also evident.
All right, Carmen, let's hear from you. Your thoughts about that?
She ain't lying.
She told her she ain't lying. She told you. She told you. Yeah, that's very educational sounding, Cha.
Okay, well, I graduated magna cum laude in a language that I just learned at the time because I am from Venezuela. And we see the aggression in this panel.
Oh, so you brought an tether on. So y'all just brought a tether up on here. Yeah, she's BIPOC, my bad. Because then y'all go and bring everyone in. And then y'all get upset when everyone doesn't say everything the way that you want to. But y'all keep bringing everyone in. And since you're so smart, why do y'all need anybody else to try to help get these things that y'all want through? And then you don't get shit through. Oh, no, y'all did get the Crown Act through so that y'all could wear your blonde hair, I guess.
With Yolanda here to my right, and that's the problem. But now let's talk about Kamala and Jasmine Crockett. You know, Jasmine Crockett is the best.
Kamala is not, Kim is not black, ma'am. We talking about black women. I don't know why you bringing her up. I'm offended. She ain't black.
Example of somebody that instead of representing their community with grace is just being loud, is just being aggressive, and is dancing.
Now, I don't believe that Kim is loud and aggressive now, ma'am. Now, I'm going to need you to get your black people together. And this might be a little racist. Now, this might be a little racist. Don't be, listen, Kim, get on my nerves. Yeah, I already know. But she is not loud and ghetto. She definitely is not that. She laughs. She cackles. Which is, you know, I'm just saying, that's her variation. Now, Jasmine, that's a different story, Cha.
In the halls of Congress. And then we have Kamala, which we all know she got where she got on her knees. Her story is way long, and she just got where she got because she filled many boxes.
Why do politician women be wearing pantsuits? So ugly. Hillary, Kim could have wore some better clothes, in my opinion.
This is amazing.
There's a lot more better clothes, in my opinion, than freaking pantsuits all damn time. But yeah. Anyway, go ahead, girl.
Her story is way long, and she just got where she got because she filled many boxes in the DEI. Let's talk.
Now that I agree is true. Yeah, that I agree is true. Let me see. She allegedly black, even though she's not. She an ACA, which shouldn't matter at all. She a woman. We're gonna go ahead and allow that to pass. And she got a white husband, which is acceptable when you're allegedly black and you have a white husband. But child, don't you black men ever bring a white woman because you a sellout, you ain't shit, you ain't no good. Rules for me, rules for thee, but not for me. And let's not act like how Kim got brought up isn't exactly what this woman is saying, but she can't say it because she a tether allegedly. And you can't talk about black women, even though Kim ain't black.
Talk about merit, not about color. As a Latina, I don't think any woman of any color with that behavior represent me as a woman. I'm a minority. I want people to get places based on merit.
All right, Jasmine, Terry, let's hear from you.
So I think we need to stay on topic. So we're going to go back to Yolanda for her initial. Let's go back to history, right? Black women were told to cover their hair because it made white women uncomfortable, right? So the reality is whether you breathe or...
Child, what is this? All right, I'm gonna let it go. At least she got a normal name. Shout out to Jasmine's. I love that name.
Nah, baby, we're the standard. And that's what it is, the beginning.
Nah, baby, we the standard. The standard of what, child? What, is that your hair? I feel like that's hair added in.
Yolanda, for her initial. Let's go back to history, right?
Listen, before y'all start, the haters that are hating, I absolutely be wearing a wig, okay? I absolutely do. All right, so let's just go ahead and put that out there before y'all start. I don't think it looks like white people, but you know, to each his own, child, whatever you think.
Black women were told to cover their hair because it made white women uncomfortable, right?
No one ever told me to cover my hair. That's just me.
Right? So the reality is whether you breathe or not, baby, we're the standard. And that's what it is, the beginning.
So that's not, whatever you believe or not, baby. Is that not condescending? Sounding a little like you're a little upset, ma'am. You know, angry black woman. I understand that you got an even tone here, but that shot is basically it. You're directing it at her. I don't believe that woman directed anything to any of y'all, but now all of a sudden y'all want to be shooting back at her.
For her initial, let's go back to history, right? Black women were told to cover their hair because it made white women uncomfortable, right? So the reality is whether you breathe or not, baby, we're the standard. And that's what it is. The beginning and the end starts with the black woman. So regardless...
The beginning and the end starts with black women. This is why y'all got issues. I don't have issues, Sha. I don't. But this is why y'all have issues. And that's why you probably can't find a job. That's why you can't find a relationship. And that's why y'all have all these issues, because you come out here and you say shit like this. We're the standard. The standard of for the fuck what? Like, shut the fuck up. This is annoying AF. Just tired of hearing the same shit. What have you done for me lately? Shout out to Janet Jackson, and not me in particular, because you can't do shit for me, okay? What have you done for anyone lately except for be out here saying the same dumb shit over and over and over again? We're the standard. You got somebody's hair in your hair, like that long ass shit in the back. Straight ass hair, that's what we have. I thought we had kinky hair, y'all. I thought black people had kinky hair. You got all this shit in the back that's straight up straight. It's definitely add-in. Ain't that how white people hair is basically for the most part? Just straight? Okay.
Whether you want to admit it or not, I think for the both of you, you stay on topic, because what you just spoke about had nothing to do with what we were talking about.
Absolutely did.
So we're going to go back to
because you're offended. Jasmine Crockett is the one that y'all out here whining about, that everything was racist, and the damn people that didn't vote for her are people like that lady that spoke about her, because y'all annoying AF no matter where you go. Just be fucking normal. Well, that means that you're acting white. No, it just means you're acting normal. I don't think I act white. I just think that I'm not out here trying to offend everybody to make people try to think that I'm above them. But I guess that's just weird.
I'm sorry. Stop interrupting. Let me land. So the reality is, for the both of you to sit on the side of me and talk about aggression, what is the difference in what you're doing and what we're doing right now, having a conversation? And yet we're the one, you just literally called out both of these black women on the panel, and you sit here with your attitude and you have a problem, but you tell them that they're aggressive, right?
Well, I have a long story with Yolanda.
So we talk about it.
She mad because I whooped her on the congressional
race. So the black women,
you were very
let me finish, please.
And I've graduated back in the
That's aggressive.
Let's
normal.
Thank you so much. So as a black woman, we're going to talk about history, and we're going to talk about facts. So the moment that you realize that black women are the standard in who we are and what we provide into this world, into what we give to America in general, then you need to understand that. And so the reality is, everyone gaslight us and tell us who we are, and oh, you're so aggressive. No, we're not. But when you sit here, you jump behind a microphone and you're yelling and screaming and giving your attitude and what you do, it's okay, it's acceptable.
Hang on a minute.
Wait a minute, and you're the same person. Let me finish. And you're the same person talking about calling Jasmine Crockett Miss Ratchet.
She's a representative Ratchet.
So the reality is, when you sit here, we're right here, you're considered.
Now, I don't think there's a need to call Jasmine Crockett Miss Ratchet. I'm gonna be honest with you, okay? She comes across the way she comes across. And if you black women think that that's how you want to be represented as Jasmine Crockett, the way that she acts, and then turn around and try to act like you don't, everybody that says this stuff is just because they want to be disrespectful, you won't even acknowledge the disrespect that woman has put out here. I'm not even talking about Donald Trump, even though that's all she ran on, is that Trump is bad. That's one of the reasons why she lost. Ain't nobody trying to hear that. We can formulate our own opinions on how we feel about anybody, specifically Donald Trump in this case. So her sitting up here continuously saying that, if that's the low vibrational shit that y'all need in order to support her, then fine, that's what the fuck y'all need. But at the end of the day, clearly that didn't work. Y'all out here offending people all damn time. That's why you over here trying to bring everybody in, and then they betray you, and then you still do the same shit over and over again. And that is a you problem, because y'all swear you know so much, but you keep fucking failing, but everybody's supposed to listen to y'all. You can sit here and say whatever it is you want, however it is that you want, to whomever it is that you want. Then as soon as someone else says something, then it's a problem. Even though they're saying the same thing enough of the time, you don't like it because the woman is Latina or the woman is white. The first thing y'all gonna say as soon as we say something about these fucking kids is that it's because black men, insert whatever insult you want. Say I'm lying. It's because black men, say I'm lying. That's probably why we probably need to look at Kendra and Cam today, so that we can hear the excuses that she makes for why black women are the least married. We don't want to be married. All right, child, whatever.
As being applauded for what you do, right? But the minute a black woman has an opinion and we have something to say,
it has nothing to do with having an opinion.
All right, we'll be right back, and we'll let them continue this conversation in just a moment. Stay with us here on The Factor Uncensored, and later we'll hear from the men. Stay with us.
Okay.
Damn, cool commercial.
Welcome back. It's a big question tonight. Are black women being vilified in America? Let's get back to our guest. So if this is a problem that we've constantly seen over the years, over decades, how do we address it?
I don't think there's... Oh, well, Isaiah can say that it's a problem that we've seen over the decades. And of course, it's like, yeah, Isaiah, you're the best. We appreciate you. Let's not talk about the other problems over the years that don't seem to change, right? So anything that says that black women in this particular case, says that we're the victim, it's a problem, people don't do this, people don't do that, right? So you're going to accept that. But as soon as someone says something about this is where you lack, then all of a sudden everybody else is wrong. So in other words, I can't stand perfect people, y'all. Let me tell you something. I'm over motherfuckers who think that they are fucking perfect and they don't do anything wrong. All right, cool. Then stand the fuck alone, because I don't have time for bullshit. I don't have time for motherfuckers that think that they do everything right and everyone else is wrong and you got to follow behind them. And that type of attitude is why these people, meaning black women, will continue to be at the bottom. We're going to act like that black women ain't at the bottom of every fucking list or at the top of a fucking list that we shouldn't be at the top of. But keep listening to these people like this. Nothing changes. Wash, rinse, repeat. Right? All right, cool. Yeah, like Hiram said a second ago. Hold on, where'd it go? I missed it. Not let your soul glow. Hold on. I represent me and me alone. Exactly. So when you biatches is out here with this stupid ass narrative, and then you want to display exactly what people are talking about and then act like it's not true, you're never going to fix anything. Nothing ever will change. And that's why the shit is still the same shit talked about after all these years. You swear you know everything. You swear you can tell everybody. You swear you can go to all these places because you're educated and shit. That educated shit ain't get y'all nothing but fired and got you in fucking debt. Don't think we forgot about all them stories when Joe Biden was in office and y'all standing outside of the White House talking about you got to pay my student loans. But blame Trump for that too. All right. And he a jackass. Let's not get it twisted. And he got his own issues. But we talking about right now, blaming everybody else as per usual, instead of taking fucking accountability for the decisions that you made. Oh, no one told us. You fucking educated. You're fucking educated. That's supposed to be the answer to everything. Educate your ass into a new fucking job and stop being up here complaining and saying that it's somebody else's fucking fault.
It's a way to address it. You know, I mean, what I think the ladies next to me, at least two of the ladies next to me do, is put on their big girl, black girl panties and like just stop the whining. And
take your own fucking advice.
You know, it's interesting. You're talking about education as merit. Well, I mean, I'm a lawyer. I graduated magna cum laude. I mean, I was voted the most outstanding senior at the University of Houston.
So the fuck what? You still up here complaining. So you got all them accolades and yet you still up here talking about being the most disrespected. You're only going to be disrespected if you allow people to be disrespectful. Because, child, all this shit they talking about ain't a life that I have. None of that shit is a part of my motherfucking life. Because I tell you, as soon as somebody think they're going to be disrespectful to me, they're going to hear from me. I don't give a fuck how I come across. What you not going to do is think you're going to be acting and treat me any old motherfucking way. Fuck you and the horse you came in on.
And I'm a double minority. I mean, I'm a black woman. When I walk in a room, you know I'm black. And the first thing they do, they say...
When white people walk in a room, nobody knows that they're white. They don't know that they're a woman. Well, child, listen, you liberal white women, y'all do be looking half damn crazy, You and your purple hair and your blue hair and shit. Y'all support, but black women want to support that shit, right? Y'all want to go ahead and have somebody on your side because you need somebody on your side, even though I don't know why you can't do it by your GD selves. You got to bring somebody in and then they take over. Then they get what they get. Y'all still there with the same old shit, nothing new.
Hey, is that I'm aggressive. You know what? Matter of fact, my mother taught me to look you dead in your eye when I'm talking to you and speak because I have something to say. And it's interesting that Angela's trying to act like she's a wallflower. Angela got one of the biggest mouths on this panel.
I don't
and what she always does, Angela literally has no home training. Angela does not allow people.
Let's insult. Let's go ahead and insult because we mad that she said something that is true. That you bonnet wearing, pajama wearing, low vibrational black women, and we talking about black people. That's why I'm talking about them. Many a video, many a social media posts, even on the blogs, showing your punk asses, going and embarrassing your GD kids, going and bringing other kids to go fight other kids for your kids. So we gonna act like that shit ain't happening. We gonna act like that shit ain't true. That don't help us nowhere. We're not at the top, so we should be doing better. Those people, D9ers, ain't telling y'all about home training. They ain't telling y'all to stop this shit. Who is at the bottom of not intelligence, education in schools, in high schools and junior high schools right now? Who having the issues? Let's not talk about that. Forget all that, child, because you can just say about you, because your selfish ass is going to say, we're the most educated. So what about your fucking kids that's out here having teen takeovers? That's out here taking each other out. That's out here running the damn streets in fucking all these different, I ain't gonna say no areas, because now y'all trying to say, that's just what the media says. That's just what the media says. Whatever y'all say.
Home training.
She always interrupts because she tries to distract. I'm not worried about Angela because when she's moving, she ain't saying nothing. She's whining. She's trying to get the camera to look at herself. Now tell me why that's not aggressive.
All right, Angela, let's hear from you.
I just want to make sure I point out how aggressive someone else is, because all you do is talk about how aggressive women are, black women are, even though I'm sitting here being aggressive and I'm being rude, even though white ladies, shut the hell up. See, this is what happens on panels. You got to learn how to shut the fuck up. Be like, child, I don't give a fuck. Just like on the panel the other day, when I think whoever was coming for me, child, I said what I said. I'm not arguing with you about what I said. I said what I said. That's it. That's all. I'm like arguing with you. I said it. I meant it.
Aileen Christie Noel, Mark G. Taylor Greene are all aggressive.
All right, let's hear from Angela.
This is the way this woman walks around in the world, ladies and gentlemen. I don't walk around in the world like that, and I guarantee you that most of the people on this panel.
Her hair is a mess. Yeah, girl, if you don't get to the hair cuttery and get this shit together, I don't know what she thought.
Anyway. Do not walk around in the world
like that.
That's
why you got fired at HISD.
No, that's not why I got fired at HISD, but
a second ago, it was 600,000 black women got fired, and somebody's supposed to have empathy and sympathy, and the only thing that you can do is to say that's why you got fired. Okay, rules for thee, but not for me.
So I think I'm not done. Hang on a minute.
Lower your voice.
Hang on a minute.
Thank you.
Here's the thing. Back.
Condescending behavior. Lower your voice. Who the fuck you think you talking to? I wish the fuck it would. This is what I would have said. Bitch, who the fuck you think you talking to? I don't think you bore me, bitch. You don't tell me what the fuck to do. I will say in whatever the fuck tone I want to. And y'all can call me angry. I don't give a fuck. Because that shit does not bother me. I don't give a fuck. The problem is that these motherfuckers always worry about what other motherfuckers think of them. I don't give a shit. I can stand on my shit. These people need acceptance from other people while you don't give a fuck about white people, but you're worrying about what the fuck white people think. I promise you, I don't give a fuck what color you are. I don't give a shit. Not one bit.
To my whole premise here, this is about individual behavior, and if you're seeing a spate of black women or black people in general just acting wild and out, dressing like hoes, ghetto ratchet behavior.
All right, white woman, calm down now. Calm down now. Now she really must be trying to get them all riled up. I'm telling you, she talking about wilding out. Girl, they don't even sound right saying that, girl.
And people are calling it out, not just white people, black people are calling it out, Hispanic people are calling it out. They're tired of it. That's why this black fatigue thing has taken hold. And again, with all due respect, the women on this panel are not who people are annoyed with, okay? Because the women...
Well, I'm annoyed with them. I'm annoyed with them. But what she's really saying is that who she's talking about is not them, but they want to take it on. They want to take on and defend what we watch on blogs and the news day. Say I'm lying. I'd be like, child, and then moving on. Because there ain't nothing to say to the shit. Child, I just saw another video about Spirit Airlines and somebody fighting. Child, if y'all got through TSA not getting paid and all them damn long ass lines, now all of a sudden y'all want to get right back to it. I guess it's still spring break somewhere, I guess.
On this panel are very successful, are very articulate and well-spoken. And I think instead of being defensive about
you literally just insulted Yolanda and said this is how she walk around in the world.
She's the exception.
I'm not worried about her.
She insulted her when she was talking about the reason she got fired. But forget all that, right? Y'all stick up for each other, child. I'm not sticking up for nobody. Fuck y'all. I stick up for me and mine. That's it. That's all. But She conveniently forgot about that part. And lest we not also forget, this woman got all this shit to say. She dyed her hair blonde. She dyed her hair blonde. But forget all that, right? Forget all that.
She's exceptional. Instead of being offended by saying that this might be a problem with certain Black people, why not have a conversation in the Black community about that?
Okay, and make sure we stay on topic.
Absolutely. I think this panel is a microcosm of what we're experiencing. No matter how we present, we're still considered the same thing, right? I intentionally lowered my voice a few decimals, and I was
girl, that's you. I promise y'all. Let me tell y'all something. I'm not doing shit to make nobody feel comfortable. Ask my boss that, okay? If he get on my motherfucking nerves, I'm gonna let him know that he getting on my motherfucking nerves. Now, to a degree that I won't get fired, but I'm gonna definitely let him know, because ain't nobody not getting it if they need it. You heard? I don't lower my voice for nobody, but I'm not necessarily loud. Well, no, I'm loud. Y'all already know I'm loud. But when I'm supposed to be a certain way where I am, it depends on where I'm at. I'm not going to go into my kid's school, not that I do it no more, and be all loud and obnoxious. But if a teacher is up there trying to sit up here and say that my kid got this, that, and the third, and I know damn well it's not them, child, I'm going to need you to make me understand what the fuck is going on, okay? What is the problem? What is going on? That's you doing that shit, Bonke. Oh, that's how you spell it. Is she a tether? So we got another Bonke, I will pop to. Is she a tether? So y'all out here letting tether speak for y'all. What? FBAs. All right, forget it. My bad.
Still called aggressive by somebody who has never met me, right? Going back to the social media trends and what we're seeing, and then the outlash at the end of the day, and Jasmine, right? She pointed this out. Black women, we are the backbone of American culture. So if we're talking about
backbone of American culture, child.
Clickbait.
Child, every day just making up some bullshit. The backbone of American culture.
We know that in this economy, attention is currency. Absolutely. So of course they're going to come after Black women, because we can.
Of course, attention is the economy. And of course they're going to come after Black women. Of course, child. Of course.
Continue to always move the needle when it comes to any kind of metric you want to look at, any kind of success metric, any kind of attention metric. Going back to beauty standards, we're often emulated. And the truth of the matter is, our divine essence is what's intimidating. And so you find these very
divine essence is intimidating. Blah blah. Blah, blah.
Visceral reactions to us just existing as every
visceral reactions to us just existing.
We're going to take a quick break here. We'll come back and let Jasmine and Carmen wrap us up. We'll be back. Stay with us.
Y'all just out here saying any old thing. I can't take it. Let me move this forward. Shout out to all of y'all. Make sure you hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you are new.
Women being vilified. Carmen, wrap us up.
Well, bad behavior always takes precedent. And sadly, many times the minority with bad behavior is what is being exposed. And this is the reality of what we're seeing. And that's where, in occasions, like, for example, when Yolanda behaved like that, she is also acting in bad behavior, even though she's a very accomplished woman. So why don't behave properly and in the manner that people...
Behaving properly means behaving white, Miss Hispanic. Hopefully you legal. That's what that means. How dare you? How dare you say that Black people should act like white people? That is a racist. That's basically what she's saying. Child, Tyson, child, I can't see. Tyson Ricks, thank you, boo. I appreciate you for the super sticker. Thank you also so much for being here. Come on, Latina.
She's a very accomplished woman. So why don't behave properly and in the manner that people expect as a state representative, as a U.S. Congresswoman in the case of Jasmine Crockett?
All right, Jasmine, close us up. 30
So
seconds.
the question is, are Black women being vilified?
Yeah.
And I have a question for the both of you. Do you see this in America today? Black women being vilified? Can you answer yes or no?
No, it's about those women.
It's about behavior.
So the reality is, you guys do not exist in reality. And honestly, furthermore, it's actually shameful, because you sit here and you don't see the racist things that you do right now. You don't see it, and you literally, whether you're joking off camera, on camera, whatever, you don't see what you project out regarding Black women.
So,
and it's actually it's.
Now let me tell you. I'm gonna tell you. Now if we say it, it's okay, but you can't say it, and that makes it racist. Oh, Lord help you people.
You guys do not exist in reality. And honestly, furthermore,
these people gonna talk. Let me just say that woman gonna talk about people who live in reality. Child.
Or it's actually shameful because you sit here and you don't see the racist things that you do right now. You don't see it. And you literally, whether you're joking off camera, on camera, whatever, you don't see what you project out regarding black women.
But black women don't see what they project out. Isn't that interesting? Isn't that interesting? So you talking about what other people are projecting out, but y'all never see what y'all project out, which the rest of us have to wear as black women. But you think that you're at the top of everything and you got this air about you, and then you want to be disrespectful to everyone else. And as soon as somebody says something, then all of a sudden they're racist. Racist is the get out of jail free card that people are not falling for anymore. Okay. People are just not falling for it anymore, but keep on using it. That's what Democrats use. That's what they try to use to get people in line. Nobody gives a fuck about that. Y'all just think everything is racist. Everything that white woman said when she talked about the women showing up, that shit is true. Did I say all? Stop acting like assholes and listen to what's being said. The freaking kids can't even read, but y'all worrying about fucking racism. The money that's supposed to go to your damn kids is being stolen by your fucking local politicians. Forget all that, right? Just keep saying shit is racist. Your cities are enough of them run by black people. You're not going to call them out. They can do whatever the hell it is that they want to do. Shout out to Doogie. You got freaking Brandon out there running up the fucking the debt, and now he put it on the backs of who got to pay for it, even though he's spending on freaking illegals. Y'all out here fighting for illegals to stay, and who they gonna take his shit away from? Who now? Who they gonna take shit away from? Who gonna suffer the most? Disproportionately affected because you focused on the wrong shit. And as soon as somebody says something different than what the fuck your leaders say, the D9ers or whoever the fuck it is that you listening to, 2K or whatever, not 2K child, Torre, shout out to 2K, no shade. You listen to Torre to say that white people can go and call black people hard ER. Y'all ain't got shit to say about that. But this woman sitting up here saying this shit, which is the truth about Cam, as far as, her being on her knees, even though it was not necessary to say. I'm going to be honest, it was not necessary to say. Jasmine Crockett and the way that she acts, y'all think that shit is cute. Y'all think y'all applaud that shit. You think that shit is cute. She loses, you blame racism. But then you're going to bring the same people in the next time that you need something. The next time you want somebody to vote for you. The next time you want someone voted in the way that you want them to be voted in. You bring them in. They do what they want, which is not helpful to you. And then you're still going to get upset and be mad. And then you're still going to blame somebody else for the shit. And then you're going to call out racism, even though it's youism, because you always got to bring somebody else in. Why is it that black people can't do shit on their own without the help of some damn body else all damn time? Then you listen to MFers that don't give a shit about you. MFers who don't have your best interest at heart. But keep listening to them, no child. Keep listening to them. Keep doing the same thing over and over and over again, getting the same result. But one day it'll change, right? Thank you, Gen Z. She said that white lady's hair or wig got her looking like she completed her daily special before she came on the panel. Child, that shit is a mess.com. I don't know. They just said, child, we ain't gonna say nothing to her. Let her look a damn mess. Remember when you used to take them pictures in school? Shout out to the blacks that know, and they gave you this little black comb that we know damn well we could not use that for our hair. That little black comb that they used to give us to try to fix our hair with no mirror, mind you. And then the pictures always came out crazy, and your parents would say, why you look like that? Because they give us a fucking comb that really doesn't help us at all. And we just ended up looking a hot effing mess. That's what she looked like right now. Y'all know the little black comb that I'm talking about. Don't act like y'all know. Tyson, thank you, boo. It's Sergeant Tyson. Oh, okay. I've been out fighting bonnets. Shout out to Sergeant Tyson. Thank you, boo. Gotcha. Let's finish this up.
And it's actually sad because to sit in between the both of you and we're letting you know that we feel vilified and you have no sympathy, no empathy.
What is there to have sympathy and empathy for? For what? For what? Y'all make the shit more difficult for the rest of us when people think that this is how most of us feel. Child, I don't give a fuck about anybody liking me. I promise you, I don't give a fuck. I'm going to do what I do. It is what it is. You like it, you don't like it. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna go to work and I'm going to follow the rules of work. And when I'm not at work, I'm going to follow the rules of being the fucking adult. And I don't need nobody to tell me shit. I done made it this fucking far and this damn long. I must be doing something right. You think I'm gonna fall victim to this bullshit that everything is racist? Everything ain't racist. Sometimes it's just the fuck you.
Let me finish. And what I'm saying is the fact that you can sit here and say that you don't see what goes on in America today means you do not recognize history and you are not within the
Thank you, ladies.
They probably don't look at Black history the way that Black people do. Why do y'all think that other people that are not Black have to know the whole Black experience? I don't even know it. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, okay? I know what I know, and I'm not interested in looking into the rest, especially at this point in my life. I know where I should be, and I know where I shouldn't be, because that's just common fucking sense. I'm not pushing nobody to feel no kind of way. You either like me or you fucking don't. That's it, that's all. If you don't, that's fine. I don't care. There's no requirement for the world to care and love fucking Black people. If y'all want to change some shit, start listening to somebody else besides the same people who take you down the same roads and nothing ever fucking changes. Nothing ever fucking changes. But y'all still trying to do the same shit. Y'all still trying to follow the same fucking people. Nothing changes. But keep doing it. One day it might. I'll be over here doing the shit that makes sense. Listening to people that have common fucking sense instead of listening to Clown and Rolly and all them people that says it's so bad that y'all need to leave. Those motherfuckers are still here. Those motherfuckers are still here. But keep listening to them.
I think everyone sees it about bad behavior.
Child, bad behavior is bad behavior. I agree. What else? Oh, let's see what the gentlemen have to say.
Talking about Black women being vilified here in America. Joining us now, the men to talk about this subject. We have podcast host, the biggest community activist, Derek Muhammad, radio host, T.
Ooh, there's a big one at the end. I like them big, but not that big. But the one on the right big, I like that big.
D. Blackshear and CEO of Regal Media, Todd Smith. All right, Derek, your thoughts about Black women being vilified here in America. Is it a problem? Is it reality?
It is a problem. It is emphatically a reality and has been so for the past 400 plus years. Black women being vilified is not anything new. The real question...
John, he got a kazoo head. You think? It looked like his head was put together with his face. No shade, but shade.
The question is, when did it stop? I mean, think about it. A study was done that said that in media, most Black women are seen in three categories. The sapphire, the Jezebel, or the third one is, I forget the third one, but...
Nigga, how you gonna bring some shit up and you... Nigga, how you gonna bring some shit up and then not know about the shit that you bringing up? Goodbye.
These negative stereotypes, and anytime a Black woman...
Would you like to explain them, sir? Does anyone know what the fuck he's talking about? I know the Jezebel. What is the sapphire? And figure out what the third one is. Use your phone.
A study was done that said that in media, most Black women are seen in three categories. The sapphire, the Jezebel, or the third one is, I forget the third one, but these negative stereotypes. And anytime a Black woman expresses her intelligence and she defies these stereotypes, she is indeed vilified. The vilification is just the gateway to devaluation. So as long as Black women are devalued in this country, then they could lose 600,000 jobs in 1 year and nobody will bat an eye. I mean, let's look at the history.
Plenty of people have been talking about the loss of Black women in their jobs because they say that that is the start of how the economy is going to go and that more people are going to lose their jobs. But y'all don't want to see and hear that portion of it, right? Y'all would rather just focus on Black women lost their jobs. It's not right. It's not fair. They're the most disrespected. Well, why don't y'all start looking at it and working on getting them jobs? Since Black people got all the answers, where are all the Black people to hire all those Black women, Bueller? Where are all the Black people to hire all these Black women? Because all these women got all these businesses and doing the damn thing and make $55 million a year. Why ain't Kendra Gilliams hiring some Black people, Bueller? All these Black women that support her, Bueller? Where that's at? Where that's at? I'm just using her because that's the first person that came to mind. All these women that got all these businesses, why are you not hiring all these people? Jamal, why ain't you hiring none of them? Rolly, why ain't you hiring none of them? DL, Ricky, how come y'all not hiring none of them? Where are all the D9ers that can get together and make all this money for Cam and telling y'all who you should vote for and what's best for y'all? While y'all out here vilifying Chili and Nick Cannon and Amber Rose and Nicki Minaj because they choose to be conservative Republican. How come none of y'all you spend all that time vilifying them people that you done already gave the money to, so you're wasting your fucking time. They just out here. Goodbye, ma'am. Goodbye, ma'am. You just out here disparaging your own because you know you're not supposed to disparage your own. Oh, unless they decide to be Republican. How come Touré ain't out here hiring none of y'all? Why don't y'all ever ask those questions instead of just saying we're the most disrespected? This administration has gotten rid of 600,000 black women. Where are all those black people with all them black businesses hiring y'all? Bueller? Because when it happens with white people, we've heard and seen it, they come out and hire them people on. Who is that dude that Daniel Penny? Remember he deleted the Michael Jackson impersonator in New York on the subway. That ninja got a job. Somebody hired him the minute the verdict came back not guilty. Where are all the black people to do all that? Nope. Just keep saying some dumb shit that ain't gonna help nobody at the end of the damn day. But keep saying it though. Maybe one day it will catch on and make a fucking bit of difference.
Historical record. Black women were used as guinea pigs to perform surgery with no anesthesia. Why? Because it went on record that they had a higher tolerance for pain. So indeed, black women have been vilified.
Well, how long ago was that, sir? What's going on today? What's going on right and now? Let's just keep pulling back there to try to use that as the excuse. I'm not saying that wasn't a thing and that it was not true. What the fuck does that have to do with what's going on today? Not a GD thing. So when you out here telling the world that you the best, you the best, you the best, when some adversity comes through, where's your best coming from? Just because you say it, don't mean it makes a fucking bit of difference. So where's it at? And sir, are you hiring any of them?
In this country, still are being vilified in this country and will continue to be vilified if nothing changes.
All right, TD, let's hear from you. Your thoughts about
I don't believe that's the reality in the whole corporately. I believe that's a segment or a particular people, such as a Jasmine or a Kamala.
I was about to say, he do look like he probably does radio.
Who vilifies with the potty mouth type ideology, where they're speaking not as the intelligent women that we are accustomed to generally in our community, who are literally sound women who goes about their business of doing things that we have brought up through our lives. We know that they are the most sought after or the most educated part of our community, and we expect them to act.
Well, at least he said it properly, of our community. All right. Shout out to him for at least saying it right.
As such, because they are mothers, they are strong women. Because a woman, she can be seen but not heard, and she carry more weight in her beauty and in her essence and how she presents herself as a lady in the streets. And the community.
So in other words, he's saying Jazzy Jazz ain't gonna win over nobody because she out here cussing everybody out, which she does do. And to those that say that I cuss too much, fuck y'all. Okay, I am not a congressperson. That's why I'm here on YouTube. Shout out to me as a doctor, a lawyer, and a life coach. All right. I'm not out here to be liked by nobody. You either like it here or you don't. Move the fuck on. I'm gonna say what the fuck I want whenever the fuck I want. I'm not a police person. I'm not on TV. If I was to be on TV, then obviously I wouldn't talk like this. But this is YouTube. So if you're offended, scroll the fuck on. Shout out to Take Heed. Go on where you like it. You're not changing this. See, that's your problem as well, because it's usually a black person. You don't tell me what to do. I do what the fuck I want. The only person I listen to is YouTube and Google. That's it for this here YouTube. You know, where you are, you act with how you need to act for the person or the job that you work for. When I go to work, guess what? I ain't in there cussing. You're going to hear me, though, if I need you to hear me. When I'm here on fucking YouTube, I talk the fuck I want to. When I go to a job interview, probably not going to cuss if I want to get the damn job. See, what y'all hate is the fact that you have to what is the word? Y'all will call it code switching, which it can be called that. You have to assimilate to where you are. Y'all call that shit being white. I call that shit, that's just life, and that's what you got to do. Because you can't be, you're not going to tell me in any and every situation, especially when you're seeking out something. Because I promise you, when these people get in front of each other and they trying to look to get something, like, you know, black people always try and get some grants and some shit. I bet you act right when you want some fucking money. Bueller, say I'm lying. I bet you act right when you want some fucking money. Then act right when you need to act right. You want to go on Isaiah's show and show and prove exactly why you're annoying AF to most people, including me? We all not the same. We all not the same. Not a monolith. Shout out to RBN. Jess, thank you, boo. He said for your swear jar. Oh, no. Oh, no. Do I have a swear jar? Shout out to you, boo. I appreciate you. Shout out to 246 people. Hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you are new.
Unity abroad. The marketplace will bear witness to that fact that she's a virtuous woman. Rosa Parks sat on the bus. She wasn't cussing and potty mouthing and hollering and screaming. And the dignity and the self-respect, even in escorting her off the bus, was not that of a vilification or that of treating a woman without dignity.
All right, Todd, let's hear from you.
I think the difference is we have a Marjorie Taylor Greene, and she is not facing the vilification. She's honored. She was honored before she turned against Trump in the MAGA movement. So there is a difference between how black women are treated when they're have a personality. That's how I look at Jasmine Crockett. She has a great personality. But why do we have to?
Jasmine Crockett has a great personality. Whoever just recently said that black people be wasting their time comparing themselves to white people is the absolute truth. Marjorie Taylor Greene was crazy way back before people even knew who Marjorie Taylor Greene was. MTG was crazy beforehand. She talked crazy, she looked crazy, she acted crazy. Why do we need to talk about her? Why? Why the fuck do I need to talk about her? She don't represent me, and that bitch is white. No shade, white people. But y'all, this is the problem. I don't give a fuck what white people do. I don't care. So I don't need to compare myself to white people, because when someone sees me, they're not going to compare me to Marjorie Taylor Greene. They will compare me to the bitches that was just on this damn panel, or to the bonnet wearers, or to the women showing up to the schools with their kids and shit like that. Am I lying? I know how this shit works. MTG been crazy. Ever since she came out. The first day she came out. So y'all giving that woman more attention than she needs to be. She giving her more attention than she needs to be. And then when what's her name, Jazzy, sat up there calling her beach body, y'all thought that shit was funny and cute. So you wanna, because she can snap on her, she can call her names. Y'all think that's a good reason, because she called Donald Trump names, so she ran with that shit. And y'all like, oh yeah, put her in as a senator. Child, what the fuck she getting done for y'all? Y'all forget about that real quick. What the fuck is she doing for y'all, wherever the hell it is that she at in Dallas or Texas? What is she doing? What is she doing for the community there in Texas? What is she doing for anyone out there that y'all should be all in, besides out here just saying Trump is bad and talking about Republicans? That's your barometer? Long as she talking about people, then that gets shit done? Child, please. Thank you, my fave. He said when Messi cuss, angels be singing and things. Shout out to you, boo. I appreciate you. Y'all so crazy. Shout out to the new subscribers. I see y'all. I appreciate you.
Shrink who we are. Why do black women have to shrink who they are, shrink their swag, or shrink their personality to fit somebody else's definition of?
Who's shrinking their personality? I certainly am not. Who the hell is shrinking themselves or their personality? That's a you problem, because you feel like you need to do that. Because y'all feel like you need to do that. I don't do that. I don't shrink shit for nobody. You don't like it? That's a you problem, not a me problem. Please. Who is it? Who is this? Oh, is this the one with the head? No, it's not him, because he got a hat on. Thank you, Hiram. He said we're gonna need another swear jar. Oh no. Oh no. Thank you, boo.
Personality. That's how I look at Jasmine Crockett. She has a great personality. But why do we have to shrink who we are? Why do black women have to shrink who they are, shrink their swag, or shrink their personality to fit somebody else's definition of what a classy?
Where are black women shrinking their personalities, Bueller? That's why you have to have these types of conversations, because they don't shrink shit. And I'm not saying that they should, but damn it, you are not the end all of be all. You're not better than no damn body else. You don't have all the answers as evidenced by all the fucking failures. But just because you say it, don't make it true. Y'all looking crazy most of the damn time. And that's why people like me and Mona and all the others got to say, fuck y'all. Well, they won't say that. I'll say it. Fuck y'all. You can do and say whatever it is you want. We ain't all the same cha. We ain't all the same cha. Shout out to me and my associate's degree education, which I didn't need. Which shout out to y'all. About to pay these student loans off today, cha. I'm paying them off today. I'm so excited because the other payment went through. Not, thank you, Jess. Not towards the F-bombs being, oh no, is it that bad? All right, let me calm down. My bad.
Woman should be, like Brother Muhammad said, it started 400 years ago with the vilification of black women, how black men couldn't even speak up for their woman when they were raped by the slave master, when they were sold off. And it goes back to...
That's not where we are today. That is not where we are today. So what do y'all want to catch up? Not the stuff that you put on your hot dogs. Y'all want to catch up from way back in slavery times when you couldn't speak up after your wife? This is all the more reason that when someone says that they are calling the shit Jim Crow 2.0 because they're basically saying that black people can't get a fucking ID, because of shit like that he's talking about. That's why it's insulting to say that shit. That is, y'all, these niggas just want people to believe that we are downtrodden no matter what. That we can't do shit. We can't get shit. We ain't got shit. Today, in 2026. In 2026. And use that as an excuse. That has nothing to do with anything right to fucking day. Y'all got the opportunity to speak the fuck up. And the speaking the fuck up now is that out of best. And these gentlemen here can support whoever they want, and they can whatever they want to do, right? But I promise you, sooner rather than later. I promise you, sooner rather than later. One more time for Umar. I promise you, sooner rather than later, them same biatches, not those specifically on that panel, will be out here talking negatively about these same black men up on this damn panel. Say I'm lying. Again, not specifically them, but black men. Because the biggest problem is the fact that we don't come the fuck together. That is the biggest problem out of every damn thing. Because everybody thinks that they know everything. No one wants to listen. No one wants to work together, down to fucking relationships. And then you want to talk about how bad you can't afford this, you can't afford that. That's because you're doing it on your fucking own. Maybe if you partnered with some fucking body and you brought your shit together instead of worrying about a motherfucker that makes $1 million a month, maybe you combine your fucking incomes and guess what? Life will be easier on your ass. But no, y'all don't want to do that because you're too busy wanting to be braggadocious and saying you could do it all on your fucking own. Then do that shit. So guess what? So when you get fired, laid off, or whatever it is, and you got to take care of it instead of depending on the person that you're there with. I've been there. I've done that. He's been there. He's done that. Instead, y'all would rather say you so this, and then when you get fired, then everybody's supposed to come together for your ass. Fuck you. That's what your significant other and your spouse is for. But y'all don't want to hear none of that. Y'all don't want to hear none of that. You just want to be out here saying you're the most educated? Well, educate your ass into another motherfucking job then.
Black men also with hip hop, calling women B's and H's. So I blame...
And y'all ain't stopped it. Y'all done made up a new word called the YNs that is taken off so quickly. Child, that shit ain't even a year old. Y'all done put that out there and it's taken the fuck off. So anything that y'all create to make shit more disparaging than what it was to begin with, y'all are all for it. Say I'm lying. How the hell does YN get to be used so much you didn't even know that it wasn't a word a year ago? You don't even know that word wasn't even, those words weren't even a word a year ago. Black people love disparaging shit. I said that, I meant that. You allow Touré to tell white people that they can say hard ER to black people just because they work for a legal living for ICE. When motherfuckers didn't even know what ICE was except for what goes in their drinks 2 fucking years ago. So now all of a sudden we supposed to go along with that shit, and child, rap has been rap, is gonna be rap, it ain't gonna change. Another segment of the fucking population that niggas will love. You love Cardi fucking B, right? married, baby by somebody else. You love Nicki Minaj until she decided that she was gonna be Republican. Married to a low-mester, defending a low-mester in her brother. Y'all could absolve all that. Sexy Red, you love her. She's talking about what was that first song? No, maybe that was Glorilla with the AB, the Roe v. Wade's. What was hold on. What was Sexy Red's first song? I think this is it, right? Hold on.
My man. My man.
Thank you, Jay. Pound Town. Y'all love that. Nobody can ever make me hate Sexy Red. Oh, okay. So she could talk about Pound Town. She could be half damn crazy. She got another song that I've seen that I didn't bring to y'all about being on your monthly, and a whole ass video that's so fucking disgusting. I didn't even know how to bring it to y'all, which is why I had to let it go. But that's who y'all admire. That's who you big up. But you're mad at Nicki Minaj, who you done already gave all the money to, because she decides to be conservative Republican. Y'all want to call everything MAGA. Those are several different things. Just like progressive is different from liberal, which is different from Democrat. But y'all want to lump it all together and say that it's all about Donald Trump. No, it has to do with fucking foolishness on the left side. It's all fucking foolishness. Y'all listening to people with orange hair, purple hair, blue hair, nose rings, fat as fuck. I said that. I meant that. Y'all listening to those motherfuckers. But then somebody that says that, you should have a time limit on how long you are on this, that, and the third, these public programs. Y'all have a fucking fit. But I thought y'all didn't want no kings. So why y'all depending on kings? We are not the face of food stamps. Well, child, y'all was making a lot of motherfucking videos about it for people that ain't the face of the shit. Then what you making so many videos about the shit for? That don't make sense. Okay, it's just me, child. It's just me.
Everybody for the vilification of black women except black women. We all have a responsibility to play to make sure that image is protected and make sure we defend them when they are devalued by some other people.
All right, the biggest, go ahead.
Well, I want to start off by saying I love black women. So let's start with saying that. But I do think that they are vilified, but I think they have reason to be angry. They have reason to speak their mind. I believe.
Did you just call black women angry? Oh, it's okay as long as he's supporting them. Then it's okay to say that they're angry. I'm sure. Allegedly.
Saying I love black women. So let's start with saying that. But I do think that they are vilified, but I think they have reason to be angry. They have reason to speak their mind. I believe a lot of times they move with a lot more masculine energy because they're in defense mode all the time. We
move with masculine energy because we're in defense mode all the time. So then, in other words, then there is an angry black woman, but you just admitted it. But as soon as someone says it, you say that it's racist, even though he just said that that's what it is. So which one is it? Child, this is what I'm saying, child. Just out here saying shit. Child, just out here saying shit.
Been scarred, they've been taken advantage of, and I believe that's why it gives.
They've been taken advantage of by everyone. You think that the first thing they not gonna say is that it's black men that has done them wrong? Say I'm lying. White people, we already know. Shout out to the white people. It is what it is. White people, we already know. So then they gonna turn around and say it's you sassy straights. Say I'm lying. Child, anyway.
It's so easy to vilify them because they're always trying to defend themselves. They always want to prove something to the next.
Stop. He's right about that. I ain't trying to defend shit. Fuck y'all. You heard? Whoever. Fuck y'all. That's why I told y'all. I get up on that panel, child. I'm not going to sit up here arguing with you. I said what I said. I said what I said. That's it. That's all.
Person, they have to work a lot harder than, the other women in the world. You know what I'm saying? So,
now we got to work harder than all the other women in the world. Whoa, which is it? You work harder than all the other women in the world, or you the most educated? You should have figured this out now by being the most educated. For some reason that the most evicted, some reason the highest in debt, can't figure that shit out, but you work harder than everybody else. One would think that if you were so educated that you wouldn't have to work as hard as everyone else because you probably should have figured it out by now, right? Maybe it's just me, Chad.
That's what I think about it, man.
And you said because of almost a protection mechanism, they use the masculinity to survive. Yeah. Would there be something necessarily wrong with that, guys? Derek, you didn't?
Well, I don't think that there's anything wrong with that. The problem with the vilification, I think it starts with the double standards. I have a problem with, I was raised by strong black women who had very strong personalities. This did not make them angry black women. The problem is when you see a white woman act out of character.
Here we go again. Here we go again. What in the entire fuck does any of this have to do with white women? Let's just bring some white people in here to make the black women feel better and say, we understand, sister. We understand the plight. The last thing I be thinking about when somebody black get on my nerves is white people, okay? I do not. Jarek, I wanted to read her comment. She said, why are so many Democrats using Cardi B as a spokesperson? What role model is she? Not for my daughter. She knows enough that her kids don't listen to her music. But child, this is who they want. You know why? Because she was out there speaking for Joe Biden. And then she was out there speaking for Jazzy. Because she gonna be out here speaking for all these Democrats to lead the same people over to the Democrats to make sure that they because they so that they can vote Democrat, so that those same people that are delivering them can continue to get whatever it is that they're getting, because they're getting something. So y'all think that Cardi B came out and made that video about Jazzy just because out of the kindness of her heart? She just wanted to do it just because she wanted to do it? Is that what y'all think after we done found out how many of those people got paid under Cam? Child, we don't believe that. We don't believe that for a second. So if you want to be out here getting paid for this shit, then that's already, in my mind, you're biased already. You're doing shit for money. So if somebody comes and says, I go to work because I'm going to do what they want me to do so that I can get paid. What is the difference? What is the difference? I'm not saying that Cardi B ain't liberal or Democrat or whatever. I'm not saying that she not. One, she's illiterate as fuck, so I don't know why anybody would listen to her. Two, she is not black, but y'all want to bring her on as black until she does something crazy. She's not a role model. She's freaking had a baby. Child, she done had a baby while married to Offset still. That then left that nigga. Why does that keep happening? Y'all, not y'all, think that shit is cute and funny and you don't call that out. But you always want to compare yourselves to white people when you're bringing people in that ain't good for the daggone community. But yeah, go ahead and big up her until she fails ya. And then all of a sudden it's going to be like, we knew, we should have known. Child, where's she from? I don't know where she's from. Where her family from? They from somewhere. Whatever, it don't matter. Because until she says something crazy, which will be she's a Republican or she's conservative. Let me just say conservative. Then y'all gonna continue to big up her. Y'all gonna continue to have faith in everything into Cardi B of all people. Imagine using an illiterate to be your fucking standard. Goodbye. Not Elsa. Goodbye, Canard. She better look for the wallet while she there. You are crazy. Shout out to y'all. The chat is off the hook. Shout out to the chat.
With the vilification, I think it starts with the double standards. I have a problem with, I was raised by strong black women who had very strong personalities. This did not make them angry black women. The problem is when you see a white woman act out of character, her behavior is not generalized and attributed to all white women. Yeah. If you see a black couple of black sisters.
You know what? That is a great point, sir. So why do black people, black women in particular, take all that on? I don't. I'd be like, child, look at that fool. Then I got to hear, you talk about your own people. So then you're co-signing this shit. Yes, I'm talking about it because there's other people that will attribute that to all of us. So yeah, I'm calling it out to say, child, this shit is crazy. Y'all need to do better. See, you all do that shit. Not y'all, you know what I'm saying? You all do this shit. Them people, the women that was on here, they're the ones that will do it. And then turn around and complain about it. Like what? Like, it's crazy. I ain't never taken none of that on. And I don't take that shit on from them either. From them that was on that panel, child, y'all got that. Or from the ratchet shit, child, y'all got that. That ain't got nothing to do with me. That's you and y'all. That's you and foolishness. And if y'all want to support an illiterate like Cardi B, and if y'all want to just let these people that are ratchet AF, they can do what they want. They most certainly can. They most certainly can. And that's why I can as well. And I can say what I want. And I can mean what the fuck I say. That's it. And if you all want to have an issue with that, that's a you problem too. Because it's not my job to convince you of shit. Because I'm not asking y'all for shit. Who gonna be at the bottom? It's gonna say as a stat, it's black women, but I promise you, praise the Lord, I'm not at any of them bottom. I'm not at the bottom of none of that. Again, shout out to me paying off my student loans today. I'm so happy. Y'all, you just don't know how happy I am. But come on, Kazoo, what else you got to say?
See a white woman act out of character. Her behavior is not generalized and attributed to all white women. If you see a couple of black sisters and they fighting at the beach or whatever, why are we having a conversation about black women in general based upon the out of character behavior of a few?
Who's having the conversation? Bueller? Who's having, are white people, I mean, more white people are having a conversation, y'all, I ain't gonna lie, okay? There's more white people, I see them having these conversations. I just listen, and they are. However, maybe if more people spoke out against it, instead of defending the shit, just like defending, and I'm not saying they defended it on here, but anybody that defended the woman that did that meetup in Daytona, there's no defense of that. There's no defense of that. You're just doing whatever you want to do for click likes, views, whatever, to bring black people together, quote unquote. And then when some shit go wrong, won't want to take responsibility for what it is that you put together. So there's that. That's what I'm saying. But Kazoo got all the answers, don't ya?
And that is where the double standard comes in. And that
damn, he mad, child. Hold on. He mad.
White women. If you see a couple of black sisters and they fighting at the beach or whatever, why are we having a conversation about black women in general based upon the out of character behavior of a few? And that is where the double standard comes in. And that is why we have to stand up and defend black women as a whole. And we have to.
Y'all, you better go ahead and start defending black women as a whole. All right? Defend them as a whole. As a whole. WHOLE, not HOLE. All right? Kazoo said so. You heard him.
Based upon the out of character behavior of a few. And that is where the double standard comes in. And that is why we have to stand up and defend black women as a whole. And we have to separate the exception from the rule.
Oh, but when I tried to do the exception to the rule, these bitches are all up in my comment section getting upset. But as long as he is simping, S-I-M-P-ing for y'all biatches, y'all love that. But when it comes to the accountability part, y'all not trying to hear none of that, right? Y'all, please,
the black women that we saw on the panel that preceded ours, these were highly intelligent black women. If you follow them around throughout their day, you think they fussing and fighting and being cantankerous.
Exactly. I agree with you, sir. So why do the Negroes come and give me a hard time then? Because I promise you that's not what I'm doing, except when I come up here with y'all. And for those that don't like it, scroll the fuck up. I will talk any way that I want to. You don't like it, that's a you problem, not a me problem. Like I said before, you can always leave exit stage the fuck left, but it's always some bitch I see you that think they're gonna say something about somebody, child. I don't give a fuck. You heard? I don't give a fuck.
All day long, they would not have been able to accomplish what they've accomplished. But catch them on the day when they're tired. Catch them on the day when they feel as if though
they're human beings.
They can't break through the glass ceiling and they have a right to be angry. All of a sudden, that moment.
There y'all go, talking about being angry. I thought there was no angriness. You can't break through the glass ceiling. We just can't do it. It's because it's a racist.
And being cantankerous all day long, they would not have been able to accomplish what they've accomplished. But catch them on the day when they're tired. Catch them on the day when they feel as if though
they're human beings.
They can't break through the glass ceiling and and they have a right to be angry. All of a sudden, that moment becomes the standard for all black women. That don't make no sense.
We want black women to be perfect.
10 seconds.
We want black women. And he said about the masculine energy. A lot of times black women have to be masculine. They have to be the father because the slave master stole the father away. They had to be the father because you couldn't have a father in the home and get welfare. So a lot of them, they had to be.
The slave master took them away in 2026. The slave master took you sassy straights away. The sassy straights, this is all y'all's fault. Listen, it's y'all's fault. It's always Jermaine's fault, okay?
Becomes the standard for all black women. That don't make no sense.
We want black women to be perfect.
10 seconds.
We want black women. And he said about the masculine energy. A lot of times black women had to be masculine. They had to be the father because the slave master stole the father away. They had to be the father because you couldn't have a father in the home and get welfare. So a lot of them, they had to be that masculine.
You're talking about the man in the house rule. Now, 1 minute is true and the next minute it's not true. And men could have been there. And child, I'm so over that. Even though I do have a video that we have to look at, hopefully this week. But y'all, 1 minute, it's because man can't be in the house. The next minute, the slave master took the man out the house, which is why you wanted the welfare. But I thought y'all didn't want the welfare. I thought y'all was all educated. I thought y'all had all the money. I thought y'all was making 6 figures. What is it? What is it?
Black women, and he said about the masculine energy. A lot of times black women had to be masculine. They had to be the father because the slave master stole the father away. They had to be the father because you couldn't have a father in the home and get welfare.
The deity.
So a lot of them, they had to be that masculine. They had to have that masculine energy. So we shouldn't blame them. We should praise them.
And white women have masculine energy.
You shouldn't. You sassy straights better get out here and start praising these women. You might as well start with me. Praise the black woman. You heard? Maybe I need to. Maybe I need to change the title. You better start praising these black women. You all better SYCBM immediately and don't say nothing different. I don't care what Kofa say. Shout out to Kofa. Y'all better start praising these black women. It's all y'all's fault. It's all y'all's fault. Okay?
Father because the slave master stole the father away. They had to be the father because you couldn't have a father in the home and get welfare. So a lot of them, they had to be that masculine. They had to have that masculine energy. So we shouldn't blame them. We should praise them.
And white women have masculine energy too.
Amen.
All right.
And white people. What a way to end the segment. But white people do it too. But white people do it too. Shout out for the same old, same old. Child, where do I get all this shit from? How do I even come up with this shit? It's the shit that these people be saying. It's the shit that these people be saying. He had to end it that way. So fucking focused on white people. For fucking what? For fucking what? Child, please. What is that? Straight Poison TV? Oh, Straight Poison TV. Interesting. Thank you, boo. You do realize that most of our enemies are our own people who sided with our enemies? These wolves in sheep's clothing. Child, all these, not all, enough of these D9ers are doing exactly that. But people want to follow them over a cliff. Whatever they say, however they make it seem like it's allegedly a good thing, they want to go along with it. They're going to sit up here. They're going to go along with it. They're going to say that, what they're saying is right. Republicans are racist. Being conservative is racist. You're betraying your community. You're betraying black people. You're siding with Donald Trump. You get what you voted for. So you can say that, Rolly, I try to tell ya. I try to tell ya. But when somebody try to tell them, they don't want to listen because they swear they're in fucking charge. And until more people understand and realize that these motherfuckers don't give a damn about none of the blacks, except for their own selves, meaning those in the D9, those in the upper class, those with the daggone money. And then you listening to tethers in one breath. And then the next minute, y'all talking about FBAs. Like, which one is it? Everybody all over the damn place. That's why you got to pick your fucking lane and stand on business. That's it. That's all. You will drive yourself crazy into drink listening to all these MFers. You will drive yourself crazy into drink listening to all these different MFers. And that's what a lot of black people are doing. You listening to this one, that one, this one, that one, this one, that one. And half of the time it don't make no sense, including white people. Don't forget about BIPOCs now. Y'all sitting up here trying to bring Cam over, trying to convince other people that she's black just because she's an AKA. Child, we don't give a fuck about that. Let me speak for myself. I don't give a shit about that shit. D9 and shit don't mean shit to me. Shout out to all of y'all that are in it, but I don't give a shit. That ain't got shit to do with me, and I'm not listening to you just because you in a D9er. That don't help me no bit. I'm going to go and I'm going to get what's out there for me. I'm not waiting for the box to come to my door that says for blacks, specifically for blacks. That's what enough people are waiting for. Y'all out here being run around and being led and willingly following. Let me not even make you the victim. You're willingly following these people to be out here in the streets, to sit up here and fight for illegals that's going to sit up here and take shit away from black people. So how the hell does that help black people? You sit up here talking about no kings, but then y'all sitting up here mad about the fucking food stamps and the fact that the welfare is about to be changed. Y'all don't even know what the hell it is that you fighting for. Goodbye, Mr. Wombat. I cannot take you. I cannot. But keep doing what they got you confused about, because as long as you're living in confusion, you will be led wherever. You're like a leaf in the fucking wind, okay? So fly all over all you want to. So fly all over all you want to. That ain't gonna help nobody. You be in the same place as per usual. You sitting up here fighting against your own shit. You won't even freaking figure shit out for yourself. You'd rather listen to fucking blogs and people who don't give a shit about you. You want to sit up here and about to reelect, allegedly, because there's probably nobody even running against Maxie. Oh, she black. That's all that matters. Clyburn. Oh, he black. And according to what y'all said, because I'm not looking into it, because I don't live there, so I don't give a fuck. But they ain't doing nothing for your community. Ain't shit changed. Ain't nobody doing nothing. But y'all focused on Donald Trump instead of somebody that's been in the same position, the same office. Ain't shit changed, but you gonna give them a fucking pass? But you think I'm supposed to give a fuck about Donald fucking Trump? Child, y'all better go someplace with that bullshit. You don't even know what the hell you're talking about. If you don't go ahead and get your own shit together, don't wait for nobody to save you. You MFers, not y'all, you know what I'm saying. You MFers sitting up here thinking that time during COVID is supposed to come back and somebody's supposed to take care of you. How you gonna say in one breath, no kings, in the next breath, you talking about what you need from the damn government to take care of your ass? Make it make sense. I know y'all can. I know y'all can. Anyway, shout out to Hiram, appreciate you, boo. He said, so we are genetically modified by slavery. Yes. Long as you know. Long as you know. Again, blame everything on everything else except personal responsibility and accountability, and everything is everything and it all flies. Child, I ain't got time. But we'll keep talking about this shit as long as y'all keep putting this shit out here. It makes for great content. We've been on here almost 2 hours and I got to go to work, and so do y'all. Y'all, please make sure you hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you are new. Shout out to those that came through. Hit the hype button as well. Subscribe. Share the daggone video. Those that don't like it, that's too damn bad. That is what it is. You don't have to like it. That's my fucking opinion. I said what I said, and I ain't got time for people and they damn foolishness. We're sitting up here trying to blame somebody else when you are the person that's in control of your damn life. Oh, lucky you. I wish I didn't have to work today. I could call out, but I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna use my time wisely. Anyway, let me go ahead. I gotta go. I gotta go ahead and sign in. I appreciate y'all. Shout out to all the new subscribers. I see you. I appreciate you. I see you all in the next one.